Hi guys, Carmel here, coach mentor from the Communication Queen. So we spoke earlier about the 4 levels of competence. And what I mean by that, they're the 4 different stages that you go through from not knowing anything to really knowing your stuff and being able to do it lickety-split. So let's go through those 4 stages, and I'm keeping them quite brief, guys, with a rough explanation and example for you, just so that you get the gist of it, and then we can go deeper into it as we move on. So the first level is an unconscious incompetence. And what I mean by that, and I'm just going to use the scenario of riding a bicycle, for example. So if you have unconscious incompetence, what that is you don't even know bikes exist. You don't know what you don't know. So if you don't know bikes exist, well then how are you going to even know that there is cycling to be done? So I'm giving this example. I know people know about cycling, guys, but you get what I mean. So then all of a sudden you see bicycles everywhere and you know that you don't know how to ride a bicycle. So that's what you call a conscious incompetence. You know now that you don't know. So you get the drift of what I mean. So now you know you don't know, and then you may start to get lessons or get somebody to show you how to ride a bike. And then it becomes what we call a conscious competence. So you do know how to do it, but you still have to think about it. So you still have to get on the bike, start to balance, pushing one foot off to actually start the bicycle, be really conscious of keeping your balance as you're cycling, or if you were little, maybe with your training wheels, but you get what I mean. And after that you practice and practice and practice and make it a habit, and then it becomes, and this is the real gold, it becomes the unconscious competence. And these are the things that we do every day that we don't even think about. It's in our unconscious, and we just do it like that. So driving a car, if you are a cyclist getting up and riding a bike, you don't even have to think about it anymore. It becomes automatic. When you think about it, our unconscious is at work all of the time. 95% of the time of things we do is unconscious. So we don't tell ourselves to breathe, for example. We don't tell our blood to pump around our body. It does it unconsciously. So your unconscious mind is very powerful. So as you practice things and as you get more information and just practice and be consistent, take action and move forward, it will become an unconscious competence. And when it becomes that, that's where the real gold is, guys. So keep practicing. Don't let the uncomfortable put you off, because remember, the uncomfortable is just one of those 4 stages. So those 4 stages, again, just to clarify, is we first have an unconscious incompetence. That's when we don't know what we don't know. Then we have a conscious incompetence. So we know we don't know something. Then you have a conscious competence. So you know it, but you still have to think about it. Or like driving a car, you still have to think about the gears. When should I change? I'll listen for the car. And then lastly, you have the unconscious competence, and that's where the real gold is, guys. That's when things become much easier for you. So embrace being uncomfortable as you learn and you go up in these levels of competence. And it's bye from me.